Welcome. Welcome back. Not welcome back. Welcome to the first 2024 Watchman Styles Breakdown. Man, I am so excited. I hope there's no spies in my office. Your boy was dancing to the intro. I am ready for this. I don't think you guys understand how ready I am for this. Man, look. Right now, I've watched the game a couple times. This is the most excited I've been about a Kentucky football team. Dare I say ever? Because I don't think anybody understood what the 2018 team would end up looking like and being, with Terry Wilson as a quarterback, transfer. Had no idea that team would end up winning 10 games, going to the swamp, into that streak. So for me, this is the most excited I've probably been after game one. This is, now obviously it's recency bias. This is, in my opinion, probably the best first game we have played in my recollection of a Stoops team. And here's why. There wasn't a phase of the game that we didn't dominate. We dominated offensively. We dominated defensively. And we dominated with special teams. I don't think I could ever go back and recollect a time where after the first game I can say we dominated all three phases of football. I just can't. I can't remember that. I'm going to add on top of that this first game is more impressive than the 2021 first game. It's more impressive. Here's why. What's up, JD? It is officially here. Here's why. There's some things that we could see, obviously, that Brock brought to the table. There are some things that he did that were obviously impressive. However, his command of a brand new offense with a brand new coordinator, with a brand new team, with a brand new teammates, is the thing that was most impressive to me. It wasn't the arm strength. It wasn't the ability to extend plays. It wasn't the ability to push the ball down the field. It wasn't the ability to, in my opinion, shake off look, and when I look at it, we'll break it down. I don't think it was a bad pass. For all of that, his calmness, his command, his even kill, everything about his demeanor and presence screamed leader. I can't remember what show I said. I think I said this on Alan Cutler's show, that one of my concerns was leadership, especially offensively. Defensively, we have enough guys on defense that has played in this program, in the system long enough that one of them will prevail as a leader. And you bring in a guy from Georgia who was a All-American national champion. You had the presence and potential and capabilities of a leader on the defense. You didn't have that in my eyes, on the offense. And unfortunately, offensive linemen, in my opinion, cannot be the leader of the offensive side of the football. Ideally, it would be your quarterback, but it could filter down to a running back or receiver. But you want it to be your quarterback. And after watching the offensive game many times, this was and is his team. And you can tell how the players feed off of his calmness. There was no rattleness. Even after the second play of the game, after the first play of the game, when it had the issues, you didn't see a lot of finger pointing and antics, negative body language from the offense, at least from my viewpoint. So for me, everything rode, in my opinion, the 8, 9, 10 win season rode on the shoulders of Brock. And what he showed is he can carry that load. And I'm going to say this, man. There is no game on this schedule that we can't win. Because the first game, you're going to have mistakes, issues. It's the hardest game to prepare for because you really don't know what to expect. And it kind of happened defensively. We did some, to me, look like some new things in coverages. Not greatly different, but some tweaks to it. And it caused us to miss a couple plays. In my opinion, there were like 2 to 3 plays that were just mental errors. I didn't see too many physical errors, physical mistakes in this game. That's why the more, and here's the deal, the more I watched this game, the better I felt. The more I started focusing on little things, the better and more encouraged that I felt about this team. This is game 1. About this team, this offense, the vibes surrounding this team, to me, surpasses any team that I think in the Stoops era. All right, y'all. I'm going to get to some of these statements and questions. I was focusing on my monologue. So here, guess we won't get night 2. No, you're not Kentucky. It's going to be just 1. It's because it makes it easier for me. There's no NFL football, so I could do it tonight. Score probably would have been 45. I don't know about 45-ish, and I don't know if they would score. I think the defense settled down. We scored. Here's the crazy part about it. We scored 17 points in the second quarter with less than 10 minutes, which is crazy for us. Look, Farmer said, and plenty of good players on the other team. Look, man, I'm going to tell y'all something. That University of Southern Mississippi secondary could play for me any day. Them boys. Look, we got scholarship players. We got a damn good receiving room with a damn good receiving coach. So we're gonna catch balls, right? Pause. Half pause. We're gonna catch passes, all right? But I'm gonna tell you, the way them MFers came up and laid that damn plastic down, bruh, they can play with me and my pause. They can play on my team any day. Any day. I'm excited about that secondary more than anything else in this game. Benjamin, I'm doing well, man. This is man. I think you can tell by my voice how excited I am. The interception wasn't nearly as bad as the drop pick 6. See, I'm gonna say this, Shaka. That's something I didn't look. I should have looked into that. I'm not so sure how much USM played quarters in this game. That play was, to me, it looked like they played quarters to I think it was trip side, which allowed that safety to play a little more flat footed. I'll check it out as we watch. Defenses, look, that's the defenses, man. It's weird how it's not expected for a defense to get you sometimes. How a defense can play a trap coverage. How defense can fool a quarterback. I will get into that. Good body language by O&D said, no sweat, get him back the ball. I'm telling you, man, I don't know what's Brock's the temperature of Brock in the locker room, but I can only guess. He's got some dog in him. He's got some dog in him. And I'm not sure how he handles different personalities, because that's the toughest thing at this age, is to be able to be your authentic self. Be your authentic self while also being comfortable relating to other cultures, other styles of interactions. Like, that's big. And it's so underrated about that. That was, to me, kind of Peyton Manning's his special sauce. Because Peyton was authentically himself, but could relate to everybody. So I'm thinking Brock has that ability. That ability. And when your dad's a coach, you've kind of been indoctrinated into other ways of life, because I'm sure his dad had to bring, like, that just helps. Best thing about Brock is he's only going to get better each. Brock, man, Brock has, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to put it in the atmosphere and hope it happens. If Brock stays here 2 years, he stays back-to-back years. If he stays back-to-back years, I think you have a better chance of keeping some of these wide receivers. Now, I don't think Berrien's going to come back. I'm not sure about Macklin. But I think if Brock comes back, there's a chance that you bring the whole core back minus Berrien Brown. And if he stays 2 years, he might have the chance to knock off the Andre Woodsons as the hefty lefty, as the second best quarterback in UK history, or UK modern day history. So I think he has that ability, with Bush being his OC and with the talent he has surrounding him. I really think he has that ability. I think he has the ability to be a top flight quarterback. I think he has the ability to be a second round, third round quarterback. And if he continues to progress, who knows? Because he has a little bit of an it factor. Does he have more? I think he's got 2 years, Phil. Macklin, they do. Macklin is a wide receiver. Macklin isn't a guy who plays receiver. Macklin is a wide receiver. It's just the little things. It's the little things that look, here's another thing. Boy, y'all about to get me talking too much. I gotta get into this film, but y'all don't have anything to do Monday. I know it's 11:30 on the East Coast. Here's the deal for me. there is something that coaches get too much credit for and too much criticism for. So hear me when I say that. Coaches get too much credit and too much criticism. I guess not on Instagram. Players have to have a certain level of IQ. Players have to have a certain level of football IQ, a certain level that things that a coach can't coach you through every damn scenario possible in a football game. It ain't gonna happen. It's just you don't have enough time, and you don't have the ability to predict every situation. You just can't. It's impossible. As a player, I had that feeling, but it's just I'm playing ball. But now as a coach, I can't coach you through every situation. I just can't. Now, what happens is when a situation happens in a game, then a coach can coach you up. But the result has already happened, positive or negative. So I can't coach you prior to the game every technical situation that's going to happen. So as a player, you have to have a certain amount of intelligence within the sport to get you through those gaps. And Macklin has it. Some of our DBs don't have it. Because here's the thing. There is a certain thing about being where you're supposed to be, but there's also a special quality of being able to make a play. We are technically, if a coach draws up where everybody on the defense or offense is supposed to be, we have guys who are going to be there. But you're not playing against 2D circles and X's. You're playing against three-dimensional objects who have the freedom and the ability to react to what you are putting down. So therefore, if a coach tells you to drop 12 yards from the line of scrimmage on the hash, and you do that, but the ball is thrown on the top of the numbers, that's the problem. Are you going to be able to react, read, dissect what's coming at you? That's why I say, personally, that playmakers are not made, they're born. Now, can a coach increase your playmaking ability? Sure. But there are individuals, guys and girls in all sports that are just natural playmakers. Coach be like, how did they know to be there? It's an innate ability. It's God-given. And if you get a coach that really knows how to harness that, that's when you get your Charles Woodsons and the Tyrann Matthews and your Champ Baileys and that's when you get those kind of your Deion Sanders. That's how you get when you get a coach that can understand, all right, I'm not going to coach him up too much because I don't want him or her to lose that innate ability. Macklin has that. Macklin has that. We have some other people who don't. So that means you got to get coached up and be. But that's just, I don't want to be on the other end of things because I'm too hyped and positive. I'm feeling good, y'all. We are Shit, we're 20 minutes in this and I haven't ran a play yet. This is the one, y'all. I haven't felt like this in a while. I've watched this film too many damn times. This team has a chance. Now, I'm not crazy to say we're going to win the damn SEC. I'm not that crazy. But there is no reason for us not to win 8 games. And that's the floor. There is no reason. There is no reason that we can't find a way to win 4 SEC games. There's no reason. So I'm feeling good. I hope. And this is just what I've been taught since Little League, really. Coaches have always said to me, I was coached by some damn great ass coaches in Little League. They should have been high school coaches at the worst, but they wanted to help the community and start a good foundation for us players in the neighborhood. Those guys say this second game, we should see the most improvement out of any other game the rest of the season. Y'all played the first. That's always a little bit knocking the rust off, knocking the anxiety off. Now, this second game, we should be flying around. We should be doing everything to the best of our ability without second guessing. I think we played pretty damn good this game. If we improve just any bit, any just inkling, it's going to be a fun game next Saturday, beating the cop. And no pause on that. All right, y'all. First play. Now, if teams are going to do this and kick away from Barry and Brown, here's the thing why it's so hard to kick away from Barry and Brown. Is because you kick it out of bounds. It's where we get the ball at. Don't you get the ball like the 40 or 35? So 40, I think, 35, something like that. So you can't kick it out of bounds. All right? And if you're going to kick it to our up back, apparently we have an up back, damn tight end Rodriguez that can get somewhere. If we can start at the fucking 40-yard line every game, that's an advantage. I don't care if you score or not. If you get a couple first downs, you hopefully can kick the opponents inside the 15-yard line. Now you're playing with high grease defensively. That's what, even though a lot of people say complimentary football is a bad word, I'm going to keep my mouth shut with what I think about that. But complimentary football is football. First play. Now, this to me, as a quarterback, is good and bad. Because I get a completion. But if he doesn't get a lot of yards, my completion per attempt isn't going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a 1-for-1. But if he only get 3 yards, that's a 3-yard completion. I don't like that. So it's a double-edged sword for me. All right, this play is out the gate if Macklin doesn't slip. If Macklin doesn't slip and he gets a block, just an average block, just a decent block. Let's say he cuts him a little bit later like this. I think we got a chance to get 10 to 12, I think. Because I don't think, even though this, man, I'm telling you, even though these safeties were no joke, I don't think he gets there. I don't think Barry and Brown would allow him to tackle him out in space. It's about like 12 yards of space. If Macklin gets that, doesn't slip, I think that's a big play. The thing about it, and I heard a lot of people complain about it, and even I did, and I only complained about it on 3rd and 2. But after watching the 3rd and 2 a couple of times, we might have had some if we get this corrected. All right. As I said, but the thing about it is, you got to be able. Now, you just gave every team on the rest of the schedule a play that they have to prepare for. Let me go back. You know what? I'm gonna do it later. Let's watch this play. So there's a play right now that they're gonna have to prepare for. So what's gonna happen? Right now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in the box, right? What's going to happen is with this jet motion, these 2 guys, or at least one, are going to have to disengage from the box. They're just going to have to. This guy's going to have to get up the field hard, and this guy's going to have to be contained, all right? So now, there's possibility. If this guy gets up the field, you have the ability to run counter back if you want to. So even though they have 7, 2 are going to be gone, and this guy's eyes are going to be dirty because he don't want to get outflanked either. So you're going to probably play with 4. 4 on 5. Potentially. So you just gave them a lot of eye candy for the rest of the season. Right? Other thing about it, now you can counter off of that and do that. It is a reason why. I didn't particularly like it on 3rd and 2. I just didn't. Now, maybe because we don't have Chip back there, they felt that they had to get on the perimeter because they couldn't probably get between the tackles. But I guarantee you, watch these guys later in the game on the same play. Because watch what they do now. And watch what they do later in the game. As the people on Twitter who follow me know, I did this. Lake Dog, I forgot. Lake Dog, I forgot. Lake Dog, I forgot. You're not on Twitter. I got to put the cut-ups on YouTube. So there are people who are not on Twitter, who are on YouTube. This was part of the cut-up. This to me, man, to go empty this early, it puts the defense in chaos a little bit. Because now they got to go check. Now, so what happens? See these guys and see this guy, right? They got a bump, expand the trips, but we got 2 over here, right? So now that slot linebacker had to come out on number 2 because he knows he's not going to have any inside help with the linebacker. Look how much this opens up. Second of all, they run a stunt, a TE stunt, which makes this even better and easier to be successful in. Because now there's no contain. It's a great block by Mincy to seal that twist. Look, there's nobody there. Now, look, man, these safeties had no regard for their bodies. Yeah. That man right there, I know I'm cheering for the pump, but that man, I like to see good DB work. That's in a vacuum. He comes, lays that wood. Yeah. Don't be running. Don't be half stepping up in here, quarterback. But that's a easy 13 yards. Easy. Bush is in his bag early. He gave them so much to chew on, they didn't have enough time to digest it. He gave them so many looks. There were so many movement, motion shifts that as a defense, they never got a chance to get comfortable. And it seemed like we ran a lot of closed formations too. Closed formation means you only had a backside tight end, no receivers outside. So this is closed. Everything else is that way. Let's see what happens. This is a play where I really think that he throw the ball right now. He back foot down, throw. Because if you see it in the big view, right now, this is hard. This is shooting for perfection. All right. So what we have here, we have trips. This receiver is on a clear out. Macklin runs a little bit of post corner. I think that's Anderson runs a flat route. So dissect it right now, pre-snap. What coverage are they in? Are they in single high, 3 deep? If they're in single high, 3 deep, this corner is going to drive, that receiver is going to drive that corner off. Now you're putting this guy in a bind. Arrow, corner. If this guy buzzes the flat, buzzes that arrow, this is open right now. Okay. That's if they're in 3D. 3D, one high safety, 2 corners, playing deep to the deepest. If they are in quarters, in quarters, this linebacker is going to buzz the flat, so that is gone. This receiver is going to clear out the corner, and now you got a one-on-one situation with him and the safety. If the spacing distribution is enough, this guy should win 90% of the time. The reason why, from a fan's perspective, so to help you understand, is if they're in quarters, this safety is 10 yards off inside of Macklin. So if he's inside of Macklin and Macklin gives a good route, he's going to be open just by alignment alone. So pre-snap, what do I read? Now you can't guess, because the bad thing about it is that Brock, boy, I had to get his name right. Brock turns his back to the defensive backfield. So now he's got to trust what his pre-snap read was. Okay? If his pre-snap read is cover 3, turns his back, looks. If his pre-snap read is cover 3, and this guy's right here, it's open right now. You have to throw him open. All right? He's open right now. Throw it. Okay? If it's quarters, this guy will buzz the flat now. Now you got to read the safety and make sure the corner safety are not passing off, which they shouldn't in quarters. But if they do, you have to peek and see what's going on up top. Because right now, you know it's not quarters because he doesn't buzz the flat right now. He only buzzes it when the tight end goes out and he's short. So where's the hole? So let me give y'all something. Tight end, wing, wing. Whew. Those are ugly, y'all. Let me start over. I can do shapes. So let's say we got the ball. Can I do whiteboard? I'm gonna do whiteboard, y'all, if it'll come up. Let's see if it'll come up quickly. So as a quarterback, pre-snap, you have to have an idea. So then you're not fooled, right? I apologize tonight, y'all. This is gonna be a long one because I'm on one. So stay with me as long as you can. I can't do shapes on here. I'm not going to worry about it, y'all. It's just going to look ugly. I think he was on the line of scrimmage. All right. So you had corner. You had backer. You have a safety, right? Isn't that what they had? I'm pretty sure that's what they had. Yes. That's all you can do. And you had a backer inside. All right. So if they're in quarters, think of these guys have quarter the field, right? But what happens is they're reading the thought process is we're reading number 2. Okay. So if number 1 goes vertical, corner has him, that's gone. This linebacker buzzes the flat, right? So let me erase this. Oh, that's not going to erase easy. So he has him. He has flat. There is a nice window right there. If the distribution of spacing is enough, it's going to be a natural window there. So once that linebacker went to the flat, this is gone. You know this should be gone. That's it. It's right there now because there's no other option. Now, let's see if I can get back. Now, if they're in cover 3, if they run cover 3, which means this safety is going to get to the middle. That corner's got deep. Now, this guy got curled to flat. So now the read is him. If he stays back, you get it here. If he doesn't stay back and he comes and gets enticed by this flat route, then that's open too. So what I'm getting at is right now, pre-snap, I'm throwing the ball probably unless they go man-to-man. Because they go man-to-man, they probably bringing some pressure, and I probably got to get it to somebody quickly. Right now, I'm throwing. I know right now, at least I think. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have an end zone copy. I'm thinking right now, I'm throwing to Macklin. Like, no doubt about it. So, foot down, throw. Now, that's me being nitpicky. But here's the best part. When I saw this, I said from this play here, was like the 3rd or 4th play, that this is all I need to see from my quarterback. All right? Watch what he does. He doesn't retreat backwards. He doesn't try no crazy spin move. Watch what he does. He feels him, ducks that shoulder. See that little duck there? He felt him. He's coming too fast. He's just going to go around me. Duck the shoulder and gets the ball off with something on it. That's all I need to see. That is a damn good attempt at a situation that's very difficult. That's all I need to see from my quarterback. But do you see the distribution? See this? I'm not sure who this receiver is. You can see he fell right here. But look at this. See that? That's 20 yards. That's perfect. Puts him in a bind. I personally believe that the ball should have been probably caught right now. Right there. But that's timing you have to get with the receiver. That's timing you have to get with the understanding of the scheme, game reps. That's a lot. I must be honest with you, and you don't know. This is me being fucking ridiculous right now. No, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say, do you really need to play fake? Because it really didn't hinder him. Because he got his head around right there. So that's not. Maybe now. See, now I'm talking myself into extra shit. Maybe footwork a little faster, a little quicker. Boom, boom, boom. Instead of boom, 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 boom. Maybe it's boom, boom, boom. Get it out. But man, that's been silly right now because that right there showed me everything. Step up in the pocket. Now, I'm saying this 2 minutes time, y'all. Step up in the pocket, gets the ball off, makes a damn good attempt at a fucking catch. That to me says a lot. See, like you can see it right here. Throw it. Throw it. Boom. Throw it. If that guy's on him, throw it. You can see the corner from the other angle. You can imply at the end of play that that corner was going with the go route. Throw it. Boom. Throw it. This guy has no chance. The other thing is, since this linebacker is so far down, here's the other thing, high level quarterbacking, that you can throw this corner route, you can throw them down. You know, I don't know if that makes sense. Instead of trying to throw it over the top, you can also throw them down so you can catch the ball, not on this angle. If you're scared of, go to the other angle. If you are fearful right now that that corner might come down, if you run the go route, the corner, as you see right now, is probably over the top of them. Right? So if you are scared that he can come off and get that, you throw him down away, so now the gap between is greater. Side note, Burton seemed to be behind the offense. Can't see him. I'm gonna say this, y'all. I've looked at it to see the O line. I don't think they played poorly. I really don't. I really don't. Man, I really like. Bruh, we have playmakers. We have talent. Look at all the motions and shifting. We gave this defense a lot to chew on. I'm going to be picky on this one too. One thing, as a guy who mastered at the quarterback draw, got to be a little more patient. You got to give these guys the look or maybe take a couple steps back. Brock took a step back and went. All right. So now they're not getting you're not getting the separation that I would like as a quarterback. Because I'm telling you, there's a big difference between run as a quarterback, run as running back. I promise you. And one thing is you can get a little more space between these guys and them not coming downhill. So now here's the other thing. Is he supposed to follow running back? Maybe so. But I like this route better. You can see it from the end zone. Again, that's me being nitpicker for a down run that got us like 12, 15 yards. But that's what you can do as an armchair quarterback. Right now, if you can see, This is where you want to go. Now, he eventually got there. He got to it this route. But that's why, in my opinion, you stand for a second, bounce, 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 let everybody declare, then go. But again, that's me being an asshole, being real picky. Good blocking, man. Good run. Love it. Love it. Love it. Good stuff, man. All right. I don't have down and distance shit. I cut out the down and distance. I probably need to not cut it out. It's first down, I know that. So, I don't know if you remember the first play. All right. How this linebacker was on the first time. Now watch this time. He is trying to get there because he feels distressed by Barry Brown. Look at him. Right? Look how far out he is. It's gonna get better, it's gonna get even more exaggerated later on in the game. We'll get another first down. Liam is getting him. Now we got another stretch play. Now this to me is Dane Key is actually fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine until now. Once you do the hip toss, you can't do that. Like, he was fine. If he would have let him go right here, they wouldn't have called it. Because his hands are actually inside of the hands are inside number 17. You can see number 17 hands flailing right there. So that means his hands on the inside. He's fine. You can't continue in hip toss. How can you hip toss him going this way if you're not holding? That's all. That was a damn good block. I like the aggressiveness. And then Malcolm with his I love getting to this trips in the boundary, y'all. And this is another example. I mean, look, man. I raved about Liam. Bush has some shit in his bag. This route right here as a defensive back is a certified bitch to cover. Because they run clear out with a hitch with a wheel route. That's a bitch. And here's the thing. As a quarterback, I want people to understand, as a quarterback, maybe I go back to a whiteboard. As a quarterback, you are going to look at a situation at an area. It looks like you are eyeballing it down, but it's really not. You're trying to see how you're reading a guy. You had a backer here. So pre-snap, you got this. As a quarterback, you reading this guy, so you got to look at him, all right? So I think you ran clear. All right, so this guy is the reader, all right? If, in theory, if it's cover 3, this is why I think it's quarters. I can't remember what I think it's quarters. He has the wheel route. So if he goes with the wheel route, you throw here. If he sits here, you throw the wheel route because the corner should be driven out with the clear out. And now you have a void there, right? So you got as a quarterback, look at him. I know there's a lot of lines that you got to look at him to see if I'm throwing here or I'm throwing the wheel route. It's an either or. See, all this bull about reading the whole entire field and all this, that's BS, man. You read one side of the field, a lot of times you're reading, like I said, you're reading one guy. You're reading one guy. You're reading this linebacker to see how he reacts to this. Well, yeah. Clear out that or that. It's that simple. So you are looking at him to see what he does. So he's looking at that guy right here. All right. I want y'all to understand this. And this is why I said in the cut-ups, he will like this back. This is the corner. This is the safety. Neither one of these guys get depth. Watch. Clear out, wheel route. So with this guy staying wide, you feel like you can fit it in here. Fit in this window. All right. To me, it's a bad read. All right. I want y'all to think about this. This corner up at the top takes the wheel route. You can see it. Who's guarding the guy who's running the clear out route? That's the corner. That's the safety. There's a receiver beyond the screen. That's the safety. That's the corner. Bush got him with the route combination. That corner thought that the safety would carry the go route. He didn't. He got sucked in on this. Watch from the other angle. Now you remember there was a wheel route. The wheel route is probably about on the 15-yard line where the corner is. Wide open. And you cannot say that this safety was back here and had that and broke on the ball here. You can't, it's not humanly possible. Who is that? I can't see a number. He is 10 yards beyond this safety. That is the referee will be touchdown. That is. You can look at that safety is still shuffling. He's not breaking down heel on the throw. See that? He's still going lateral. So he was not back. He was not here. That's a touchdown. See the other corner? That's his hand. He's on the wheel route. Nobody is right there. So here's the bad part about it. So as a quarterback, it looks like to me they're in quarters and they rotate the safety over because of the trips. So you in essence don't. Your initial thought pre-snap is no way they're just gonna let the 9 route go. So I'm not gonna even look at it. But the way they played it, the corner took the wheel route, the safety took the here. Who's taking this route? Because the linebacker's underneath. Oh my God, that's a touchdown. The route combination gets you with this, man. The route combination is that is tough to cover that route combination. Touchdown. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's all right. First drive. Good catch. Can't happen, y'all. And here's the reason why